There's something very interesting going on just outside Libertyville's charming, walkable old downtown. Right next door on what was vacant land, this traditional neighborhood is being built. Front porches line the streets, historical styles of houses, so that you feel that you're in a neighborhood from your childhood. And we should notice there's construction going on here. That's not true in many places. These are being built and sold, and quickly. This house, even within this setting, is distinctive. It's been designed by a woman who's got some unusual ideas. Susanka, who wrote the Not So Big House books, designed a house that fits right into this setting. Let's go in and see how she made it work. So then Susanka takes the concept of the entire community, that front porch concept, and she uses it as a way to completely transform the floor plan of the house. The kitchen, where we all know we do most of our living now, gets pushed all the way to the front. It spills out to the front porch, it looks out on that streetscape, and then what she's done is she's maximized the square footage. Remember, her concept is the not so big house. So this is not that big a kitchen and dining area, but everywhere she can, she's created nooks. The cabinets are very crisply organized. We've got things like this shelf above the countertop where my cookbooks or whatever will be, so everything is very tightly organized. We've got a view from this room into the living room through this nook so that I can serve, but I can also talk to my guests who are out there. And then even over the banquette in the dining, we have a little shelf where bowls, gloves, whatever might end up. And she's maximized the space right here by using a banquette, which just takes less square footage than a table with chairs. So everywhere she can, she's made it feel much larger than it is. She accomplishes a lot of that by raising and lowering ceilings. Rooms are defined by, in this case, in the living room's case, an enlarged space so that I feel that I'm at a very important part of the house. And here in the living room, I do, because I've got not only that raised ceiling and this great view, but a view out to the entire house. I can get everything at my fingertips and yet be in this nice sheltered space with the fireplace. And then she's done storage in here too, not just in the kitchen. You've got the cabinetry here. We see it across the room, where she has put in cabinets and countertops. One of the things that happens here with these cabinets and bookcases is that entire wall, the east wall of this house, is the one that has no windows, because these houses are on these slender lots. One wall has no windows, but she's enlivened it. All along here we've got the deep bookcases, the fireplace, the cabinetry, so that we don't really notice that for a window we've got to look in this direction. And when you look in this direction, you get the other piece of the living room. This is another way she's maximized the square footage. They've got it laid out as two rooms, study and living room. So everywhere she can, she's made these rooms have multiple uses. This is a great example of that. This is what she calls an away room. You can call it lots of other things. It's got multiple uses. It has this couch, which is actually a bed that folds down. It's an office, so it can be used that way. But guest bedroom, office, or study, whatever you want it to be, kids' playroom, it's got various definitions, just like the mudroom. The mudroom is actually larger than you'd expect for a house this size, but there's a good reason for that, multiple purposes. It has a desk too, so you've got various places where you might put work. She also has pulled the staircase back here, and it serves multiple purposes as well. It's not only a staircase, but as you'll see at the top, a light source. So here at the back of the house in this stair tower, she's created a light well. There are windows around the top, and the light can pour into what would otherwise be a very dark part of the house. She's, again, making everything feel a little bit larger, daylight being one of the great ways to make something feel more open. Then you've got more multi-purpose space. This is a second floor laundry, which is a great thing to have, but it's laid out in such a way that you might also use it as a children's art room or any other purpose you might put a space like this to. More great spaces she's created up above here in this light well. She's got a loft with this sort of secret boat ladder up to it, so that she's made good use of what would otherwise be dead space, the upper part of the stair tower. And then back here we'll find 3 bedrooms. So I passed 2 bedrooms for the family on the hallway and came here to the master, which, like the kitchen, is pushed to the front of the house. I've got a window seat, echoes the porch downstairs, gives me a view out over this very nice neighborhood that's developing, and it feels like a nice retreat because I've got these great old casement windows, feel like something out of an older home. Ceiling is dropped a little bit to make it feel like an intimate haven. So we've got this great master space at the front that includes a master bath, which is very pretty and looks out over the street, more light coming in there, and quite a bit of closet space. So this creates sort of a haven at one end of the house, and at the other we'll see another haven. Now here at the back of the house, this other retreat is where you really see the urban nature of these houses. We're in the suburbs, but she's created what feels like the rooftop deck of a house in Lakeview or a lot of city neighborhoods. And she's done that multi-purpose thing again, because here we've got a sheltered space where I can be on a cold day. You could be out here any time of year. And then we go across our green roof out to a nice big patio area with a great view out over the neighborhood. So everywhere she can, she has really maximized the space and given me various ways to use it. You know, she calls it the not so big house, but I'd say she put a lot of big thinking into it.